Amy is absolutely pissed with Danny as episode 2 of Beef begins. She storms back inside and utters a warning to him under her breath. She really looks unhinged and quite dangerous in that moment. Amy is about to clean the mess, but before that, she calls Danny and threatens him. Predictably, he doesn't take her seriously. She screams at her phone and holds a gun on it as George walks in on her. Danny grills steak at his house with Paul. His plan to succeed is 310x crypto trades, but Danny isn't impressed. George cleans the bathroom and asks if Amy upset Danny in any way. She is upset that he is not supporting her, as Amy posts more bad Yelp reviews for Danny's service. To rile George up, she mentions how Danny said he didn't like Japanese people. As a result, they go together to his house where they meet the motel owner who took over from the Cho family. Danny says the repayment to Isaac will be delayed, but in retaliation, he asks for the title to Danny's truck. This time, Isaac has brought laptop batteries from Busan to sell there but says their operation is legitimate. Danny proposes to start a new contracting business with Paul as Amy's reviews have done damage to his previous business. The parents end up late picking up June, and she hit a teacher in her anger. Amy calls Naomi over, and as we soon learn, Naomi is Jordana's sister-in-law. She is supportive of Amy, who missed a meeting with Jordana due to June's issue. Naomi advises her on several things and also shows Amy the road rage video, which has gone viral. The Cho brothers go to Veronica's place for help, whom we find out is actually Danny's ex-girlfriend. They don't find help with them, but she invites them to church. Isaac informs Danny about George and Amy asking about him. Danny leaves a hilarious warning via voicemail for Amy. She isn't flustered one bit and makes a fake Instagram profile to woo Danny. She uses Maya's photos and while doing so, strangely finds George has liked all her photos. She gets a response from Paul, a topless selfie of himself. The brothers go to Esther's house, whom Veronica referred. Paul is convinced Amy's fake profile is real, but Danny isn't. Upset, Jordana leaves Fume's exhibition when George won't sell her the chair Fume made and puts it on display. Amy feels this will hinder her deal with Jordana, further intensifying the underlying tension between the couple. They naturally have a quarrel afterwards and get vocal about their frustrations. She also confronts George about liking Maya's photos. He brings up the gun and Amy tells George that she was using it to pleasure herself. Amy expresses her tiredness at having to work all the time and not being able to spend time at a house she bought all by herself. George's father just left him chairs and tables but no money. Amy wants to be taken care of and not to do it the other way around all the time. He walks away from the conversation, but Paul says Danny is too uptight and living his life in restraint with arbitrary rules. While Danny ponders it over, Paul is still busy with his phone. Amy leaves the exhibition and sends a voicemail to Danny saying she is prepared to let it go. But then her tone turns ominous and she threatens to take away everything Danny has. When the brothers go out with the girls, Danny notices "I can't drive" written on the truck and is shocked. Paul tries to take care of him, but Danny pushes him away. Paul, meanwhile, walks away when he hears Isaac's name. Amy goes back home satisfied. She finds George, who suggests they need couples therapy. Amy readily agrees and they reaffirm their love for one another. As the episode closes out, a drunk Danny walks up to their house with a hammer in his hand at night.